Parenting comes with a unique set of challenges, especially when it comes to understanding and managing children's behavior. From tantrums and emotional outbursts to difficulties in cooperation and communication, navigating these situations requires patience, insight, and the right strategies. In this comprehensive video, we will explore the most effective approaches to handling a variety of childhood behaviors. You'll learn practical techniques for managing tantrums, fostering cooperation, addressing aggressive behavior, teaching essential communication skills, and understanding the root causes of undesirable behavior. Whether you're a new parent or an experienced caregiver, this video will provide valuable insights to help you create a nurturing and positive environment for your child's growth and development. Let's dive into these essential parenting strategies and learn how to apply them in real-life situations. Number 1. Five tips. How to handle children's tantrums. Are you struggling with handling your child's tantrums? Don't worry, you're not alone. It's a challenge that every parent faces at some point, and while it can be overwhelming, there is hope and support available. We'll share some effective tips and strategies for managing tantrums while also nurturing and maintaining a strong emotional connection with your child. Tantrums are a normal and common part of growing up, as children are still learning how to understand and express their emotions. Although these moments can be frustrating for parents, they also present a valuable opportunity to teach your child important emotional regulation skills that will serve them well throughout their life. The strategies we'll discuss are simple, practical, and proven to work, not only helping you navigate these difficult moments with more ease but also deepening your relationship with your child and creating a more positive, loving environment at home. By understanding the reasons behind tantrums and learning to respond with empathy and patience, you can turn these difficult experiences into moments of growth and connection for both you and your child. Tip 1. Understand the reason behind tantrums. One of the first steps in managing tantrums effectively is to understand the root cause of your child's behavior. Children often struggle to express themselves fully, especially in their early years. Tantrums are their way of communicating frustration, confusion, or emotional overwhelm. Here's how you can dig deeper into understanding the cause. Recognize basic needs. Is your child hungry, tired, or in need of a diaper change? These physical needs are often the underlying reason for a tantrum, especially in toddlers. Ensure that your child is well fed, rested, and comfortable before reacting. Emotional overload. Sometimes, children throw tantrums when they are overwhelmed by emotions they don't yet know how to process. This could be triggered by overstimulation, a change in routine, or feeling misunderstood. Communication struggles. Children who are still learning to speak may throw tantrums out of frustration because they cannot communicate their needs clearly. Help your child develop their language skills by labeling their emotions and needs. Developmental stage. Tantrums are often linked to the developmental stage your child is in. For example, toddlers may throw tantrums as they assert their independence. Recognize that tantrums are a normal part of brain development and self-regulation. Tip 2. Stay calm and composed. It's easy to get frustrated when your child is throwing a tantrum, but your ability to stay calm plays a significant role in how the situation unfolds. Here's why and how you should stay composed. Your child feels your energy. Children are sensitive to the emotional cues of those around them. When you stay calm, your child feels more secure and is more likely to settle down. Deep breathing or taking a step back helps to center yourself and avoid escalating the situation. Model emotional regulation. By remaining composed, you're teaching your child how to manage emotions effectively. Show them that even in stressful situations, it's possible to remain in control and calm. Say something like, "I understand you're upset, and it's okay to feel upset, but we need to stay calm to solve the problem." Create a calm space. If the tantrum escalates, try moving to a quieter area or helping your child feel more secure by holding them or offering a comforting object, like a blanket or a favorite toy. Don't take it personally. Remember, tantrums are not an attack on you, they are a natural expression of your child's emotional state. Try not to feel personally hurt by their behavior. Your calm presence is reassuring to them. Tip 3. Use positive distraction techniques. Instead of focusing on the tantrum, shift your child's attention to something else. This can quickly change the mood and redirect their energy. Here are several ways to do it effectively. Offer an alternative activity. When your child becomes frustrated over not getting something they want, suggest a fun alternative, like a different toy, a game, or an art activity. For example, how about we play with your building blocks instead? Use humor. Sometimes, a lighthearted approach can break the tension. For example, you can pretend to have a silly dance party, or make a funny face. This not only distracts but also lightens the mood and teaches your child how to use humor to cope with frustration. Shift focus to sensory experiences. Children often respond well to sensory distractions. Use a soothing sound, a favorite song, or a texture-based activity, such as feeling a soft object or playing with water. Engage their imagination. For younger children, try using imaginative play. For example, if they're upset over not being able to have something, create a fantasy scenario where you pretend to give them a magical version of the object. I'm going to wave my magic wand, and here's a toy just for you. Tip 4. Show empathy. Showing empathy helps your child feel heard and validated, which can reduce their emotional intensity. Here are some ways you can show empathy. Acknowledge their feelings. Say things like, "I see that you are really upset because you can't have that toy right now. I understand that can be frustrating." Acknowledging their feelings lets them know you are not dismissing their emotions, which helps them feel understood. Validate their experience. Tell them that it's okay to feel upset. Reassure them by saying, "It's alright to feel mad, but we need to find a way to calm down together." Offer comfort. Sometimes, a simple touch or hug can reassure your child and help them settle. Physical touch is a powerful way to convey love and support. Stay patient. Understand that showing empathy doesn't mean giving in to every demand. It's about acknowledging the emotion without necessarily giving in to the behavior. Tip 5. Set clear boundaries. Children need boundaries to feel secure. Setting limits in a clear and consistent manner helps them understand expectations and learn self-discipline. Here's how to do it effectively. Use simple and clear language. When setting boundaries, be direct and use age-appropriate language. For example, we cannot have candy right now because we're about to have dinner. But you can have a snack after. Be consistent. Consistency is key when setting boundaries. If you allow certain behaviors sometimes but not other times, it can confuse your child. For example, if you say no screen time today, stick to it, even if it's challenging. Explain consequences. Let your child know what will happen if they don't follow the rules. For example, if you continue to scream, we will have to go to your room to calm down. Make sure to follow through with consequences calmly but firmly. Praise positive behavior. When your child follows the boundaries, praise them for their good behavior. Positive reinforcement encourages your child to keep making good choices. I'm proud of you for listening and staying calm. By understanding the underlying reasons behind tantrums, staying calm under pressure, using positive distractions, showing genuine empathy, and setting clear yet kind boundaries, you can effectively manage your child's tantrums and guide them toward better emotional regulation. Tantrums are a natural part of childhood development as children learn to express and control their emotions, and while they can be difficult, they also provide an opportunity for growth and learning. With patience, consistency, and a nurturing approach, you can help your child learn to navigate their feelings in a healthy and constructive way. It's important to remember that your emotional connection with your child is the foundation of all your interactions. It's what builds trust and security. When you respond to tantrums with love, understanding, and an open heart, you not only help them feel heard and valued but also strengthen that connection. This approach will lay the groundwork for helping your child develop emotional resilience, empathy, and a strong sense of self-worth that will serve them throughout their life. By focusing on these strategies, you can transform difficult moments into meaningful opportunities to teach, learn, and bond with your child. Number 2. Five tips. How to encourage cooperation in kids. Are you struggling to encourage cooperation in your kids? You're not alone, many parents face this challenge. Cooperation is a crucial skill for kids to develop as it affects their ability to work in teams, interact socially, and follow guidelines effectively. But fostering cooperation can often feel tricky. It requires patience, consistency, and a clear understanding of how to build a collaborative mindset in your child. We'll share some effective, research-backed strategies that can help you encourage better cooperation in your child, while also making the process fun and rewarding. Cooperation isn't simply about following rules or doing what they're told. It's about cultivating a collaborative attitude, teaching the value of teamwork, and improving social relationships. By fostering these values early on, you can help your child understand how cooperation works and why it's important. These strategies are designed to create a positive, supportive environment where your child feels motivated to cooperate, not because they feel they must, but because they want to. So, if you're ready to help your child develop these essential skills, let's dive into some practical tips and techniques that can make a real difference. You'll learn how to engage with your child in a way that encourages cooperation through fun activities, positive reinforcement, and effective communication. Let's get started. Tip 1. Create a routine of expectations. Children thrive when they know what to expect, and creating a routine is key to helping them understand how to cooperate. Having clear expectations allows them to know their role in the family or group, which fosters a sense of security and responsibility. Set daily routines. Establish regular times for activities like mealtime, playtime, and chores. When children know what's coming next, they are more likely to follow along without resistance. Clear responsibilities. Assign simple, age-appropriate tasks that your child can consistently handle. For example, setting the table or feeding a pet. Being part of the routine gives them a sense of contribution and importance. Positive reinforcement. When your child follows the routine, acknowledge their efforts. Saying things like, "Great job on helping set the table," reinforces positive behavior and encourages continued cooperation. Tip 2. Foster teamwork through shared activities. Encouraging cooperation isn't always about giving instructions, it's about working together. When you engage in shared activities with your child, it teaches them the value of teamwork and collaboration. Collaborative projects. Working together on projects like building a puzzle, cooking a meal, or cleaning the house can teach kids that cooperation is not only about following instructions but also about being part of a team. For example, let's cook this meal together and share the tasks. Promote group play. Encourage group play with friends or siblings. Games that require teamwork, such as building something together or playing cooperative board games, can help children learn to work together for a common goal. Focus on the process, not just the outcome. Instead of just praising the finished product, emphasize the value of working together. This shows kids that cooperation itself is rewarding, not just the results. Tip 3. Set a good example of cooperation. Children often learn by watching the adults around them. If they see you cooperating with others, they are more likely to mirror that behavior. Setting an example of cooperation in your daily life is crucial. Model cooperative behavior. Let your child see you working together with your spouse, friends, or coworkers. Use phrases like, "Let's work together to solve this problem," or, "We can get this done faster if we all help." When kids see these behaviors, they understand how cooperation works in real life. Show appreciation for others. When you express gratitude for others' cooperation, it reinforces the idea that working together is valuable. For example, thank your child for helping you clean up or for working with a sibling. Include them in group tasks. Invite your child to help in adult activities that require cooperation, like organizing or gardening. This shows them that their contribution matters and helps them learn the value of working together. Tip 4. Use positive language and encouragement. How you communicate with your child plays a huge role in how they respond. By using positive language and framing tasks as opportunities for cooperation, you can encourage your child to engage more willingly. Focus on positive phrasing. Instead of saying, "Don't fight with your brother," try saying, "Let's see how you can share that toy with your brother." Positive language helps children focus on the desired behavior. Praise efforts, not just results. Encourage cooperation by praising the effort, not just the outcome. For instance, "I'm really proud of how you both worked together to clean up the living room." This reinforces the idea that the process of cooperating is just as important as finishing the task. Acknowledge small wins. Even small moments of cooperation deserve recognition. If your child shares their toy without prompting, say, "That was really kind of you to share your toy. Great teamwork." Tip 5. Provide incentives for cooperation. Sometimes children need a little extra motivation to encourage cooperation. Setting up rewards or incentives can make cooperating more appealing to younger kids. Incorporate rewards. Create a reward system where kids earn points or tokens for cooperative behavior. For example, after a week of consistently helping with chores, they can choose a reward like extra playtime or a fun outing. Make it fun. Make cooperation more engaging by turning it into a game. For example, let's see if we can clean up the room in 5 minutes while working together. Adding a playful element makes cooperation feel less like a task and more like an enjoyable challenge. Offer choices. Giving children a sense of control can help them feel more cooperative. For example, would you like to work together on this puzzle or build with blocks? Giving them options encourages them to participate willingly. Encouraging cooperation in children is a multifaceted process that requires patience, consistency, and a deep understanding of their developmental needs. Cooperation isn't something that comes naturally to all kids. It's a skill that needs to be nurtured over time through intentional parenting strategies. One effective approach is to establish a clear routine and set consistent expectations. When children know what to expect, they're more likely to feel secure and willing to collaborate. Fostering teamwork within the family is also a crucial step. Encourage activities that require joint effort, such as household chores, games, or projects, where everyone works together toward a common goal. This not only strengthens the family bond but also teaches children the value of shared responsibility. It's important to remember that fostering cooperation isn't just about teaching kids to follow directions or meet expectations. At its core, it's about building strong relationships founded on trust, mutual respect, and understanding. Teaching children to work together toward shared objectives instills in them a sense of empathy and the ability to consider the needs of others. Ultimately, cooperation is a lifelong skill that will benefit children in countless areas of their lives, from succeeding in school to forming meaningful friendships and thriving in professional environments as they grow older. By cultivating this skill early on, you're equipping your child with the tools they need to navigate the complexities of human relationships with confidence and grace. Number 3. Five tips. How to manage aggressive behavior in children. Are you struggling to manage your child's aggressive behavior? You're not alone. We will share some effective tips to help manage aggression in children. Aggressive behavior in kids is common and can stem from a variety of reasons, including frustration, lack of emotional regulation, or difficulties with communication. However, it's important to address this behavior in a constructive way. The strategies we'll discuss will not only help you manage your child's aggression but also teach them healthier ways to express their feelings and improve their emotional regulation. Tip 1. Identify the triggers of aggression. One of the first steps in managing aggressive behavior is understanding the root causes. Aggression doesn't happen without reason, and knowing what triggers it can help prevent outbursts in the future. Emotional triggers. Aggression often occurs when children are feeling overwhelmed, frustrated, or unable to express their emotions. For instance, a child may lash out if they are feeling anxious or angry but don't know how to communicate those feelings. Environmental factors. Sometimes, external factors such as loud noises, too many people, or a chaotic environment can trigger aggression. Pay attention to whether your child acts out in specific situations or environments. Physical needs, hunger, tiredness, or discomfort can also trigger aggressive behavior. Ensure that your child's basic needs are being met and that they're feeling physically comfortable. Social interactions. Aggression may occur during conflicts with siblings, peers, or even adults. Children who struggle with social skills may resort to aggression as a way of communicating frustration. Tip 2. Stay calm and set boundaries. When your child is displaying aggressive behavior, it's important to remain calm and composed. Reacting in anger or frustration can escalate the situation. Here's how to maintain control of your own emotions and set boundaries effectively. Remain calm. Children feed off your emotional state, so if you remain calm during an outburst, your child is more likely to calm down too. Take deep breaths and keep your voice steady to avoid escalating the situation. Set clear boundaries. When aggression occurs, calmly explain that the behavior is unacceptable. For example, "It's not okay to hit, but I understand you're upset. Let's find another way to deal with your feelings." Be firm but gentle. Consistency. Children need consistency when it comes to boundaries. If hitting is not allowed one day but is tolerated the next, it sends mixed signals. Be consistent in enforcing rules. Timeouts or calm-down spaces. If the aggression escalates, create a calm-down space where your child can go to regulate their emotions. This gives them the chance to cool off before returning to the situation. Tip 3. Teach emotional regulation and coping skills. Children often act aggressively because they lack the skills to manage their emotions. Teaching your child emotional regulation is one of the most effective ways to reduce aggressive behavior. Label emotions. Help your child identify and name their emotions. For example, "It looks like you're feeling angry right now. Let's talk about what made you upset." Giving emotions a name helps children better understand and manage them. Teach calming techniques. Show your child calming strategies like deep breathing, counting to 10, or using a calm down jar filled with glitter. Practice these techniques regularly so that they become second nature when your child is upset. Encourage healthy outlets. Physical activities like running, jumping, or playing sports can be a great way for kids to release pent-up aggression. Similarly, creative outlets such as drawing or writing can help them express their emotions in a safe way. Problem-solving skills. Teach your child how to solve problems without resorting to aggression. For example, role-play with them, showing how they could approach a frustrating situation in a calm and constructive way. Tip 4. Reinforce positive behavior and emotional expression. Instead of only focusing on managing negative behaviors, it's important to reinforce positive emotional expression. This encourages your child to use alternative ways to cope with their emotions. Praise positive behavior. When your child expresses their emotions in a calm manner, be sure to praise them. Saying things like, "I'm proud of how you handled that situation without getting angry," reinforces positive behavior and gives your child a model for future situations. Encourage verbal communication. Encourage your child to use words instead of actions when they're upset. Teach phrases like, "I'm angry because I didn't get what I wanted," and praise them when they use these words instead of acting out. Reward emotional progress. Set up a reward system to celebrate progress. For example, if you can go a whole week without yelling when you're upset, we'll go to the park. Rewards help reinforce the positive behavior you want to see. Tip 5. Address underlying issues and seek professional help if needed. Sometimes, aggressive behavior may be a sign of deeper emotional or behavioral issues. It's important to recognize when professional help might be necessary to address the root cause of the aggression. Patterns. If your child's aggression persists or worsens over time, consider keeping track of the situations in which it occurs. This can help identify patterns and any underlying issues that need to be addressed. Consult a pediatrician or therapist. If your child's aggression is severe or if you're unsure of how to proceed, seeking professional help can provide you with strategies to manage the behavior. Therapists can help your child learn appropriate ways to express emotions and provide you with guidance as a parent. Address trauma or stress. Sometimes, aggression may stem from a traumatic event or stress, such as divorce, moving, or bullying. If you suspect this, providing a safe and supportive environment while seeking professional guidance can help your child heal and manage their emotions. In the end, managing aggressive behavior in children requires a multifaceted approach, including identifying triggers, staying calm, teaching emotional regulation, reinforcing positive behavior, and addressing any underlying issues. Remember, aggression is often a sign that your child needs help managing their emotions, and with patience, consistency, and the right strategies, you can guide them toward healthier ways of coping. Creating a safe and supportive environment at home is crucial in helping your child overcome aggressive behavior and develop the emotional skills they need for the future. Number 4. Five tips how to teach kids effective communication skills. Are you looking to improve your child's communication skills? It's an essential part of their growth and a key to building strong relationships. We'll dive deep into effective strategies that can help your child communicate more clearly, confidently, and empathetically. Communication is at the core of everything we do, whether it's resolving conflicts, expressing needs, or simply interacting with peers. By teaching kids the right way to communicate, we're setting them up for success in both their personal and academic lives. The strategies we'll explore aren't just about speaking, but also about listening, understanding nonverbal cues, and respecting others in conversations. Let's get started with how you can help your child become a more effective communicator. Tip 1. Encourage active listening. Effective communication begins with active listening. Listening is just as important as speaking. When a child listens attentively, they not only understand the message better but also show respect for the speaker. Active listening allows your child to engage in conversations and respond thoughtfully. So, how can we teach this important skill? Model active listening. As a parent, your child learns by watching you. Make a habit of showing them how to listen. This means putting away distractions like phones and maintaining eye contact when speaking with them. Reflect back what they say, like, "I hear you're upset because your friend didn't share." This confirms that you are really listening and encourages your child to do the same. Teach the "listen first, speak later" rule. Encourage your child to wait until the speaker is finished before responding. This shows patience and helps your child understand the importance of hearing the other person out fully before they speak. Explain that interrupting is not only disrespectful, but it can lead to misunderstandings. Ask clarifying questions. One of the best ways to show you're listening is by asking questions to clarify what was said. After your child speaks, ask questions like, "Can you tell me more about that?" or "What happened next?" This encourages your child to think about what they've said and to communicate more clearly. Use visual and physical cues. Sometimes children need reminders to pay attention. Teach them to show active listening through nodding, facial expressions like smiling, or using words like, "I understand." This nonverbal feedback shows respect and helps the child focus on the conversation. Tip 2. Teach the importance of nonverbal communication. Children often communicate more through body language than they do with words. Nonverbal cues like facial expressions, body posture, and tone of voice convey a lot of information. It's crucial to teach your child how to use and understand these signals. Body language awareness. Teach your child that their posture, hand gestures, and physical space affect how others perceive them. For instance, standing with open arms and leaning slightly forward conveys openness and interest, while crossing arms or slouching might indicate disinterest or defensiveness. Have conversations where you demonstrate different body languages and ask your child to interpret what they mean. Understanding facial expressions. Kids often struggle to read emotions in others, which can lead to misunderstandings. Teach your child to recognize and match facial expressions with emotions. For example, if someone is smiling, they might be happy; if someone's frowning, they could be upset. You can practice this through games or books that discuss emotions. Tone of voice. Help your child understand that the way they say something matters just as much as what they say. Teach them to differentiate between a friendly tone and a harsh tone. For instance, using a warm, calm tone when talking about something serious will make others feel respected and understood. Use of eye contact. Explain that maintaining eye contact during conversations shows attentiveness and respect. It's important to strike a balance, though. Too much eye contact can feel intimidating, while too little can seem disengaged. Practice this with your child, modeling how to make appropriate eye contact without staring. Tip 3. Encourage expressing emotions verbally. Being able to talk about feelings is an essential part of communication. It helps children navigate social interactions and express their needs or frustrations in healthy ways. When kids can verbalize their emotions, they're more likely to feel understood, which leads to better relationships with peers and adults. Help them name their feelings. Teach your child to identify and label their emotions. For instance, say, "You seem frustrated because you can't find your toy." It's okay to feel frustrated, but let's work together to find it. The more words they have for their feelings, the better they can express themselves clearly. Validate their emotions. When your child expresses their emotions, acknowledge them without judgment. Statements like, "It's okay to feel angry when things don't go your way," show that you understand and accept their feelings. Validation gives them the emotional security to express themselves openly. Role-playing emotions. Create role-playing scenarios where you act out different emotional situations, such as losing a favorite toy or having a disagreement with a friend. Encourage your child to use words to express their feelings in these scenarios. Use emotional vocabulary games. Make learning emotional words fun by playing games like Feelings Bingo, or using flashcards with different emotions. You can also watch shows or read books where characters express a wide range of emotions, discussing them as you go. Tip 4. Teach respectful conversations and turn-taking. Good communication isn't just about talking, it's about creating a balanced conversation where both parties listen and respond respectfully. Teaching your child to take turns when speaking helps foster cooperation, mutual respect, and more meaningful exchanges. Explain the importance of turn-taking. Help your child understand that conversations are a two-way street. Practice taking turns in simple activities, like playing a game or reading a book, to demonstrate how this works. When your child interrupts, gently remind them that it's their turn to listen, and they'll have a chance to speak soon. Teach respectful disagreement. Teach your child how to disagree politely. Encourage them to say things like, "I understand your point, but I think differently because," instead of shouting or becoming defensive. Teach them that respectful disagreement is a valuable skill for healthy communication. Teach empathy and understanding. Emphasize that communication is not just about expressing their thoughts but also understanding others. Teach them to listen to the other person's perspective, asking questions like, "What do you mean by that?" or "How does that make you feel?" Model and praise good communication. Model good communication by using "I" statements instead of blaming. For instance, "I feel upset when I can't find my keys," instead of "You always lose my keys." Praise your child when they practice respectful communication, which reinforces positive behavior. Tip 5. Practice communication through play. Play is a powerful tool for learning. Incorporating communication into playtime helps children build their social skills in a relaxed, enjoyable way. Through imaginative games, role-playing, and interactive activities, your child can practice speaking, listening, and understanding in real-life situations. Imaginative play. Imaginative play, such as pretending to be a teacher, doctor, or store owner, can help children understand different social roles and practice the corresponding communication skills. Encourage your child to act out different social scenarios, teaching them how to navigate various conversations in these contexts. Storytelling. Storytelling is a great way to practice clear communication. Encourage your child to tell you stories about their day, their favorite characters, or something they've imagined. Provide prompts to get them started, like, "What happened when you went to the park today?" or "Tell me about the adventure your toy had." Games that promote communication. Play games like charades, Pictionary, or Simon Says that require your child to communicate ideas through words, gestures, and actions. These types of games help develop both verbal and nonverbal communication skills in a fun and engaging way. Collaborative play. Engage in group play with other children where your child has to share, negotiate, and communicate in larger social settings. This teaches them how to work together, listen to different perspectives, and communicate their thoughts in a cooperative manner. In the end, effective communication is one of the most valuable skills your child can develop. By teaching them how to actively listen, express their emotions clearly, use nonverbal cues, engage in respectful conversations, and practice through play, you're helping. We hope that the tips and strategies shared in this video have provided you with valuable insights and practical tools to better manage and understand your child's behavior. Remember, effective parenting is a journey filled with patience, compassion, and continuous learning. Over time, applying these strategies will help you build stronger bonds and create a positive and supportive environment that nurtures your child's growth. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more expert advice and tips on parenting. Thank you for watching, and we wish you all the best on your parenting journey.